Good morning. Sat Sri Akal, good morning. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
Good. So we are on elevator pitch showdown mode. We're in an elevator right now. We're going to pitch your idea. You're going to have a chance to pitch your idea now. It'll be around 1 minute. Christine will raise her hand when the 1 minute is up. And then we'll give you a little bit of feedback points, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, Christine, are you ready? You're ready to go? All right.
Yes, Ash.
Gagan, we're hitting the top of the elevator now. I will introduce myself, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Yeah, please.
All right, here goes. Hi, Gagan. My name is Ash Singh. I'm a VC investor here in India, looking at investing in companies involved in distribution. Tell me a little bit about what you're working on. Go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. Hello, I am Gagandip Singh Dadhwal. I am the CEO of Fleetsafe India. We are building a satellite IoT-based device solution. We are connecting millions to save the billions. Our major objective is to provide connectivity, seamless connectivity to all the geographies of the country and the territorial waters, irrespective whether the GSM is available or not. There is almost 40% of the area that is only catered to yet in the country. 60% is lying vacant.
Got it.
We'll be enabling the rural households, the industries, the IoT sensors working in this zone with seamless connectivity. Our solution will be able to provide a digital platform that will help the users to get enabled and transform their lives through a lot of products and solutions such as fintech, edtech, and health tech. This will transform their lives. This is almost 1 billion of the population of the country that will be catered by our solution.
Got it. And where do you need help? Tell me where you need help.
We need to accelerate.
Okay.
We need funds.
Okay.
We have done the market research, and we need close to 2 million to accelerate so that we can launch by the third quarter of the next year.
Got it. Excellent. Thank you very much. So if you're in the crowd right now, we have some people that are live here in Zoom. There will be some comments live when we do this on live on LinkedIn and some of our other channels. Let's jump in and talk a little bit more, right, about what you're building. So, part of this is, as you were talking, the thought process of the different, what's going through the mind of an investor, right? What was I thinking as you were going through the journey? And my question to you, when we think about satellite for IoT, I want to dig a little bit deeper, right? Because I'm thinking, is this like a Starlink solution, or is this something else, right? I want to understand a little bit about the secret sauce and how it enables them. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this is a pretty radical idea. And part of it is obviously where the technology piece comes in. And you talked about the fact that in the GSM space, there's only 40% of the people that get access to it. How do you intend on building this, right? One is the technology. The second is the distribution. How is it distributed, right? Because you talked about IoT, you talk about satellites. So tell me a little bit more about this, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, this is based on the concept of the same satellite KU band will be used.
Okay.
Right now, the thing is, the connectivity is a big issue for places where there are rural households.
Yeah.
The major GSM players, the cellular players in the country, are focusing on the urban populations.
Okay.
The industries are not present, do not have connectivity. Even if they have, it's very expensive. Our solution is very low cost. We'll be offering a solution rather than a product. We will be offering them a platform. They will use our platform. That's it. From that platform, we will be giving them, exposing them to the whole world.
So if I understand correctly, because I want to understand from a story perspective, right? So, back in the day, there used to be CDMA and GSM. There were two bands, right? Gagandip, I'm assuming you're closer to my age, right? So remember back in the day when we had like CDMA and GSM. What you're proposing now is you want to use satellite technology in a new band in order for you to be able to provide access to basically all of India, not just the 40%.
No.
Okay.
The thing is, I would like to correct it.
Please.
We are using the old established KU band, the VSAT.
Okay, the old school. Okay. Now what, if I might ask then, right? Because that's what I thought I heard, right? I thought you mentioned an older technology. Try to help me understand this, right? So you're taking an old technology and then you're utilizing it and I guess expanding it with your satellite IoT platform and allowing everyone to use it. Is that?
I tell you, the thing is, the Indian government is extensively promoting startups in the field of satellite.
Yes. Yeah.
Thus, the KU band, which is occupied by DTH operators, used by the DTH operators right now.
Okay.
It is very well established in the whole geography of the country and in the territorial waters, and more importantly, the whole world, the KU band. All these VSATs, all these DTH work in this band.
Yeah.
Now they are getting vacant.
Okay. Got it.
They are greatly negotiated. Very cheap. It is for one device. We won't be charging. The cost to us will be less than $50 per month.
Got it. So my question to you then is this: so basically, they're as the whole telco world has evolved. They started off with this KU band, and now they've moved on to better bands, faster bands, 5G. Is that the? I want to get a little bit more of a background on it. Give me some color on that. I want to understand the market dynamics a bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be coming with the market dynamics. The thing is, the two things which enables us, which differentiates us from our competitors.
Yes.
One, we'll be utilizing the existing KU band, which is available in the country, which is negotiated at a very good rate. Number one. Number two, Government of India is promoting Make in India products.
Okay. Yeah.
It is almost, and the data centers have to be made in India and in the specific locations of government for these providing these. We are the experts in data centers management. We have been managing from past more than a decade.
Sure.
These things enables us to come up with a solution. Our competitors, they're trying to come up with this. Even Bharti Mittal wants to come up in this field.
Sure.
Even the bigger players in the UK, Etisalat, OneWeb wants to come here in India. For this, but they have not been, due to the problem is their application. They're not ready to host their application in the Indian data centers here.
Got it. So tell me more about that, right? So you have, you're leveraging an existing band. You're an Indian company. You are riding the wave. Leveraging all the satellite infrastructure that's already there and this whole made in India focus. How do you make sure that people are going to actually build apps, right? And build the hardware that's going to leverage what you're doing, right? Because I feel like that's the harder part. Am I right?
You're absolutely right. I'm not going to make the people with the existing solutions, the existing health tech solutions, existing agri-tech solutions, existing fintech solutions. I will make them available in my platform.
Okay.
The rural household will use the well-established products through our platform. That is what I'm going to enable. I'm going to reach the rural household. I'm going to bridge between the rural households. I'm going to bridge between the rural households and the bigger players of edtech, fintech, and other things. I'm going to bridge between the industries who have been offline with all the other solutions which they look at.
So
I'm
two
going to connect
questions.
them. I'm going to connect them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I understand that. And this sounds like obviously $1 billion opportunity. My question
And
to you-
affordably. The biggest part is our solution will be affordable. My hardware will be $100.
Yes.
My rental, my revenue model, I can offer it in that revenue model. I will be offering that revenue model. I will not be charging for the hardware. That is my vision.
Yeah. So my question to you though is that, are you able to provide, because you have existing fintech players that are coming in, right? That might have software that's been designed for the 3G and 5G infrastructure. Do you see any challenge in bringing their software to what you're doing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I consider myself to be expert in software.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking because this is a question.
No. I need
my mind, right?
That's the best question. I think that is a catch, because the thing is, there will be slight customizations in software.
Yes.
That is what differentiates us. We are a startup. We will be able to customize it as per the requirement. But the bigger players, when you see the bigger telcos, although they have adequate funds, but they resist on customizations when they go big.
Got it. Because I'm thinking that your ability to have some sort of API or container that allows the existing players that are developing in certain platforms to be able to cross-reference really quickly is important. Correct. Does that make sense? Right? Yeah. Just being able to take their app and be able to immediately offer it within your ecosystem is important,
Right now, if you can see that 70% of the total transactions in 70% total transactions in fintech are happening through UPI.
Yes.
And that is going to grow. That is going to grow.
Yes. So it's kind of the next horizon. Now, again, why are existing telcos not touching this right now?
Why are they not touching? Why
are they not coming here? It's probably another question people are wondering.
They are selling a product. We are selling a solutions. We are selling a platform. We are not selling although we are building a satellite IoT device, that is the hardware we are doing it. But we will be selling a solution, a SaaS platform. They are offering a product. They are offering 3, 4, 5G service. They are not offering any customized software. They're not offering any solutions. They're catering to the urban market. And for a small application I see, I have been working with the mining industry. Example, I'm just giving you a small example. Right now, in the remote places, providing the bandwidth which we are going to offer, people are charging $500 to $700 per month. A solution will be few dollars.
Yes.
That is a difference. And I'm exposed to that market. I'm working in that market. I know that market.
Tell me about the satellite IoT infrastructure. What kind of speeds can you get from that infrastructure? Tell me a little bit about, some of us might not know, with the, for those of us that are not kind of based in India, tell me a little bit about the KU band and the satellite IoT infrastructure. Tell us how big this pipe is, right? And what you're able to do.
It depends upon size of the antenna. We can go up to 200 Mbps.
Okay.
But my basic solution will be offering around 10 Mbps.
Which is good enough.
That is good enough for all the EdTech, FinTech products.
Got it.
And connecting the sensors, connecting the IoT sensors.
Yeah. And these antenna products, how much do they cost? Like if I needed to get one for my, I'm in the rural area and I need to get one of these antennas, right? Obviously I need to get electricity to my location, but how much does this cost?
See, I give a small example. For a basic product, $80 to $100 will be the product's cost.
Okay.
You have to buy one. You have to get one device. You are a fisherman. You are a fisherman. You want to go into territorial waters. Right now, you are not connected.
Yeah. Got it.
If God forbid, some mishap happens, you have nobody to connect to.
Got it.
You take my device. I'll give you a platform. You have a mobile phone. You can connect. That mobile phone is of no use, but still, you can take a mobile phone, connect it through Wi-Fi, my device, and you can make a call. You can make a half duplex call. You can make a voice messages, whatever.
Yeah, you can TikTok off of your boat if you want, right?
You can do it. Done. That's it. That is what we are
Okay,
going to. We are going to enable them. We are going to connect them. That is what we
got
are
it.
going to do. And that basic device will be offering will be hardly $80 to $100. That is my aim. That is my target. And backend infrastructure will be in our data center and my software application that will be having on the mobile phone that can be run on a
Interesting. Interesting.
PC.
So it's kind of like, back in the day, people had satellite phones, right? Where it could work
Correct.
anywhere.
That is
correct?
that is what it is.
Got it. Got it. So this is kind of a next generation satellite phone for the untapped 60% of the Indian population.
I'm already being
Right? Correct?
Yeah,
Is that what it is? So basically,
exactly.
you're kind of like, so I want to like, so Gagandip, like when we pitch, I want to like make it as simple as possible, because I have observed that investors at times are not always as user friendly, when it comes down to understanding certain concepts. So I want to come back to what this is. And when I think about what this is, it's basically the satellite phone that we used to have. You've been able to find a unique business model where you're tapping into the KU band infrastructure that already exists. And basically you're offering an antenna-based portable Wi-Fi router for anyone that wants to utilize it, okay? And then you are also going to have the software layer, right? That's going to enable, okay, all of the popular fintech, health tech, all the new startups to be able to communicate efficiently, effectively, and be able to grow their market, right? Using your platform, okay?
Absolutely, that's the vision.
And I'm assuming you can do this at at a very cheap price. It's $100 for the device, which is still expensive for the rural industry. Is that fair to say? Still a little bit expensive, but it'll probably drop over time. Correct?
I think it is very, very cheap.
Okay. Okay.
The cost of in territorial waters, when a fisherman goes,
sure.
The cost of life
for them, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying
is, spend anything. They're ready to spend anything.
Yeah, but you're kind of giving away these antennas. You're not there to make money off the antenna and the router. You're there to make money off of the infrastructure. Correct? Right?
Yes,
you're a data center play. You're a data center play.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. I want to have the users.
So what happens is how you've pitching this is very interesting, because this is not about satellite. It's not about the router. It's about eyeballs coming in, and you are that central data center where all of India's latest technology companies, right? All the fintech, health tech, all of those people are going to be coming into your data center, and you are going to be potentially India's largest data center, because they're going to use your APIs to connect to the audience, distribute information, and you're going to authenticate, securitize, manage the information and data. And that's your play, Gagandip. Is that correct?
You're absolutely right. If I have the 10,000 users.
Okay, the 10,000 users is easy. No, in India is easy. You just have to go to a couple of villages.
The market will be disrupted.
But you get what? So I want to make sure we get the pitch right, though, Gagandip, because you and I have been talking, right? And I want to make sure we get this right. Because when we pitch it to the investors, okay, where you started and where you and I have just ended up is slightly different. Do you get what I'm saying? Where we're moving, okay? Because the data center play was not in your original pitch, okay? But that's what you're trying to do. And everyone knows that the future, and we know that the Microsofts and the Amazons and all the big players are currently in this space, and their business model is around data centers. They own all these powerful data centers around the world. But what you're aiming to do is to become India's largest data center. Basically, if you do all these things right, you are the gateway, basically. You're the gateway to the rural population via your data center. Is that correct in saying? You're the pipes.
That is true. That is true.
Okay. Okay. Got it. I understand. Do you think that you need more than $2 million, or is that enough to get you started?
For me to come to get around first 1,000 units at least. First 1,000 units at least I will deploy, because already I am in discussion with BSNL and they have given me a harbor of 700 fishermen, which they're waiting desperately for me to deploy.
Yeah, got it. So we get
So
that.
if I deploy there and it runs for next 3 months, I think with the grace of God, we'll be there for big numbers.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Now, Gagandip, would you like me to pitch your idea back to you? Right?
I love it.
Would you like me to? I will be the pitch person, right? For the next 2 minutes, and I'll pitch the idea, and I'll keep the same time frame as Christine. Christine's our timekeeper. Christine will. I'll spend around, like, probably instead of 60 seconds, maybe around 75 seconds, because I want to get a couple of sound bites in this. Okay. And Gagandip, I want to make sure I preface this. There's elements around the satellite technology piece with the KU band, which I don't know all the details around because it's been a long time. But I want you to listen in on how I'm going to focus on making what your big picture actually is. Okay. Right now, before I start, I have one last question, Gagandip. Do you know how big the data center business actually is? Are you aware about how big this is?
Not sure, but it is quite huge, I think.
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right?
And the value through it is very high. I understand.
Yeah. So what we're going to do sorry, I have one last question. Using your antenna, they can use any existing phone that they might have, correct? You're not replacing their actual phones, correct? Am I right?
True.
Right?
Definitely 100%.
Yeah. So we don't have to worry about providing new phones. It's basically this satellite phone antenna infrastructure, right? Okay. Now, sorry, I'm going to do one last question. I said last question 3 times now. Gagandip, why are you the best person on the planet to make this happen in India?
My past experience and my market research and my team makes me possible that I can do this.
Yeah, so you have enough experience in this. How many years of experience do you have in the industry that can help you get this going?
I have 12 years of experience. I have been working with the government departments. I've been working with the customers. I have been dealing with a lot of things. And I'm fortunate to attend ISB. I'm an alumni of ISB Hyderabad, and I've attended Wharton small courses, immersions, and LBS. So
Great. Excellent. Well, hopefully you'll find value in the hyper accelerator. So let's go. What we're going to do, Gagandip, you get to be anyone you want. Do you know what I mean? You can be, you introduce yourself as the investor, and I will attempt to pitch this idea back to you. Okay.
So right, I can address you as Mr. Ash from Fleetsafe.
Yes. I am on the Fleetsafe team, but you get to be any rich. You can be the Maharaja of Patiala. You can be like anyone you want right now. This is when you get to be famous. Rich and famous for 2 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello. I'm from the family of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, and we have a family. We have around 1 billion of our capital. We are looking for exciting startups, and we have heard that Fleetsafe is coming up with a revolutionary idea. And the CEO from Fleetsafe, Mr. Ash Singh, is going. Please present. Right. If we found value, we can invest 2 million. That's not a problem.
Excellent. So thank you, Gagandip. Always a pleasure to be connected to the descendants of the great Maharaja Ranjit Singh. I want to talk to you a little bit about how we are going to revolutionize how the rural population works in India. We always talk about the unbanked. We always talk about the fact that there is such a huge number of people in India that don't have access to the med tech and the health tech and to fintech and all these different tools. But part of the reason is the infrastructure just doesn't exist. And so I have taken the approach, a very novel approach, of taking advantage of a very old technology, right? The KU band technology, and leverage that to create a next generation, very cheap and inexpensive, right? $100 or less IoT satellite solution where these people are going to have these Wi-Fi routers available to them. And because we've been able to leverage this solution, we are able to offer this at a fraction of the cost that the existing incumbents have. In fact, they can't even come to the rural waters of India. And so our goal is to create the platform, get these routers into the market, allowing people to use their existing phones and computers to leverage this. But most importantly, once we build this, we are going to be the data center for 60% of India, right? And that is our big play. And so we are looking for the $2 million to build this out, okay? And our hope is that we start off in a couple of rural areas that I've already identified over my 12 years of experience. And our hope is that we can become the backbone of rural India and make a made in India proud company. We need $2 million to make this work. We're hoping that you can participate along with some of the subsequent rounds as we get this going. Thank you very much. Okay.
That's great.
Gagandip, do you see what I did with that? Right?
Yeah.
I wanted to paint the picture of the fact that you've been able to get the technology, but what your big play is, right?
Yeah.
And the person you're pitching to will already know that the data center environment is a multi-billion dollar industry, right?
Yeah.
It's the infrastructure. You want to own the pipes. You want to own the infrastructure piece. It's very powerful, okay? And that's kind of how I want you to think about it, right? And so what we'll do is we'll make sure we get you a recording of this. And what we want to be able to do is make sure that, when we think about what you're building, there's a couple of questions I asked. Let's leverage, my pitch back to you along with some of the questions, and let's get your elevator pitch down to the next phase. Okay, Gagandip?
Yeah.
Right. But fantastic stuff. Thank you very much, and look forward to being part of your success. All right. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk.